Do you ever feel moved by the simple dignity and patience of an ordinary person? Have you ever thought that in a world full of money and power, a simple smile, honesty, and respect can change everything? Today's story shows how a regular waitress beat pride and riches with kindness and heart. If you enjoyed touching, meaningful stories, please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. The sun was shining over Route 67, making the street look golden like something out of a movie. Old motorcycles were parked in front of a diner, so you'd expect a tough, maybe scary crowd inside. But the real heart of this place was 22-year-old Madison Lane. Every morning, Madison came into work for her sick dad. She washed dishes, smiled at customers, and kept going, even when her eyes looked worn out. The local biker crew, the Iron Wolves, often hung out at the diner. Most folks were scared of them, but the Wolves had a lot of respect for Madison. She didn't just serve coffee, she always brought kindness and a little dignity for everyone. One especially hot afternoon, things changed. Shiny SUVs pulled up outside, and a bunch of rich, cocky kids walked in. Jack Porter, the son of a big businessman, led the group. His friends started laughing and making fun of Madison. Jack ordered food like Madison was his servant, but she just stayed calm, took the order, and brought out the plates. Jack looked at his burger, made a joke, and laughed with his crew. Madison politely offered to fix it, but suddenly Jack spit on her apron. The whole diner went quiet. Madison kept herself strong and just said, "I'm sorry, sir." Right then, Rick Bear Thompson, the Iron Wolves leader, got up and walked to Jack. The other bikers all stood behind him. Bear said, "You think you can buy respect with cash? Madison works hard every day and earns respect. Now you need to learn what real dignity is." He told Jack and his crew to come back the next day, not as customers, but as workers. They looked scared, and the roar of engines outside reminded them this was serious. The next day, Jack was there early, working for the first time in his life. He washed dishes, cleaned tables, and carried plates. His hands got rough, his clothes got messy, and slowly his pride started to fade. On the second day, a biker named Sarah showed him how to speak nicely to customers. She said, "Serving is about caring for people." After a few days, Jack started to smile and actually try. One evening, after the guests left, Jack walked up to Madison and said, "I hurt you, and you still treated me with respect." Madison just replied, "Respect grows when you give it." The next morning, Jack brought a check, a gift big enough to pay for Madison's dad's treatment. She was grateful, and Bear smiled from the corner, proud of the lesson learned. Soon, everyone in town heard about the story. People online shared pictures of Madison and Jack, the girl once mistreated, now an example of real honor. A few months later, Madison opened her own cafe, New Beginnings Cafe. On the wall, she hung a picture with the words, "Respect doesn't cost a thing, but it can change everything." Jack kept coming to the cafe, not just as a customer, but as someone who learned from his mistakes and wanted to help others. He even started working at a shelter for kids, using his time and heart to give back. Madison was still the same smiling waitress, but now everyone knew how powerful kindness really is. If you believe respect is earned and not bought, please like and share this video. Tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were Madison? Sometimes all you need to change the world is a gentle smile and a brave soul.